What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Got ourselves some more Thunder Junction drafting ahead of us. Let's jump into our pick one, pack one. Brizzly Bill. I have played against it. It is insane. I have not drafted it before myself, but it is a 2-mana win the game card. 2/2, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. 5 mana, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. So, yeah, it's one of those cards. If you play it early and the opponent does not kill it, very hard to lose the game. We are losing out on a Roadrunner, Wrangler of the Damned, Congregation Gryff, Mystic Tether, Patient Naturalist. I'm going to simply just take the 2-mana bomb here and not look back. Getting past a Leyline Binding. Oh, that's pretty good, actually, if we wanted to just get a solid removal spell. Otherwise, Festering Gulch, I think, would probably be my second choice. And then a couple of solid value black cards here as well. Yeah, I'm happy to take a Leyline Binding. It's splashable, and in fact, it even gets a little bit better in a sense if you splash, because oftentimes you can cast it for a lower amount, right? Do that. We'll take the Binding. We'll see what happens. Into potentially a Cactarantula. Don't think we want the Pixie or the Griffin. I suppose the Pixie is good with the binding in the sense that you can binding something early and then later on buy it back and bind something else, but I think I'd rather just take the good green card. We have the Bristly Bill after all, and I think green might just be the best color in this format, so if we can cut it off and get rewarded, that would be fantastic. Ooh. One of my favorite decks in this format is like Sultai Value, and Intimidation Campaign slots into that pretty well. I'm a big fan of Essence Capture, Conduit Pylons is fine. Varmint's just a totally reasonable 2-drop if you need that, but I'm not huge on it. I'm on a little bit of a heater right now, and I can pull up my 17 land stats here in a second after the draft is done to show, or maybe just in between picks here, as I will take that campaign. I don't mind the Arid Archway. I'm not big on it, though. I think I'd rather take the Bloodseeker. Like I said, the Sultai Graveyard value decks are some of my favorite, but yeah, let me pull up my 17 land stats real quick, and we can take a peek at how I've been doing in this format, especially with the recent colors. Let's see here. So we'll have the 2/2 highlighted. And yeah, I mean, the majority of my draft decks recently have been base green. As you can see, green-white and green-black, especially with a splash on the green-black, are just doing phenomenally well. Overall performance, just about 69% win rate. Very nice. So yeah, green is the thing to be drafting, I feel like. Lazav, potentially? Yeah, if we're playing the Intimidation campaign, the Lazav's got to be good. Well on our way to Sultai Value, and I am snap picking this Soured Springs here. The dual lands are so good, especially if you can get some more value off of them, right? Currently, we just have the Cactarantula and the Intimidation campaign, but even just with the campaign, right? You play the campaign, you play one of these lands out, bounce the campaign, that's just kind of insane value. And then if we can get some Desert's Dew and stuff like that, they get even better. It's a very late Consuming Ashes, also a pretty late Prickly Pear. Okay, I will take the Archway on the wheel here, but the more colors we play, the little bit worse this gets, I think. I much prefer this in a 2-color deck, because if we're playing a 3-color deck with... I mean, I might not even end up playing this. Yeah, I don't think we actually want that. I would sooner play the Imp's Mischief. Change the target of target spell with a single target. You lose life equal that spell's mana value. Nice Skullduggery and a Mourner Surprise Wheel. Depending if we can get some fixing, I will definitely splash the binding. But yeah, I love this start for a Sultai Value deck. Raven of Fell Omens. Honestly, we could also be pivoting into just like blue-black crimes. I'm not sure I've had a blue-black crime deck yet, and besides the pick one Bristly Bill, the green hasn't been available, so... Wow, could this be a thing we're doing here? Wow, Phantom Interference is great. Yeah? Blue-black crimes. I mean, it would suck to not play the Bristly, but if other people are fighting over green, that's the time to try to do something else, you know? What is this? Oh, Anguished Unmaking. All right, decent enough pack here. We have an Outlaw Stitcher and a Loan Shark, both fantastic for blue. Another Bloodseeker. Some really nice cards for the white deck. Prairie Dog, Trained Erynx, and Miriam for the mounts. I think I like going for the Stitcher here. If I wanted to stick with green, I would take the Beaver, but I think the Stitcher's a little bit better. Outlaw of the Mind, huh? Nathan? I don't think Nathan is as good as Green Blade, but I do think it's time for me to abandon the green. This is still a solid enough card. On your turn, it is always going to be at least a 1-power flyer, right? Power equal the number of cards you've drawn this turn. So, it does a lot of good poke damage, and it's not too hard to get quite a bit of overall damage with it with just a couple ways to draw cards. Ah, that sucks. 2 Outcaster Green Blade would have made splashing not a problem. We could have just went full Sultai, but I've kind of locked into my position now, so we'll take the failed Fjording here. Yep, blue-black crimes. I mean, our deck is still great. Don't get me wrong. But the double Outcaster would have been really cool. Dirge is okay. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle, or 4 mana, return up to 2 creatures with total mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So 5 mana, you can double creature from the graveyard as well as tutor. I guess we could just take like a Peerless Rope Master too. I actually haven't found this card to be that good. This is another way to commit a crime. There's the Desert Dew. Another Raven here. Seen a couple Paladins go around. Shouldn't be surprising that we're seeing green from this direction, right? We passed basically no green in pack 1, so it would stand to reason that we'd see a lot of green here in pack 2, and then maybe again no green in pack 3. Everybody's talking about how bad blue is in this format, but I've had decent success with blue, though usually it's more of a splash than anything else. Ah, the Archmage's Newt. That is another fun one, though I can't say it's particularly good. It's just it's a 2/2 that your opponent wants to block, right? I guess with Jailbreak Scheme, it's really nice. Maybe we can pick up some of those. Nice. Another desert going around. There is, again, a lot of value in just drafting random deserts, even if they are not fully on color, because they enable the crimes. But, like, I'm not going to take a double off color. Assassin's pretty good. I guess the Bloodseeker, if we're not going to be using our graveyard, can target the opponent for a crime. I just really don't like milling my opponents in this format. There are way too many cards that utilize graveyard, so oftentimes you'll end up just helping your opponent out. Muscle's not bad in the crime deck. We're gonna get the Dirge back anyways. I don't think we want this. Nice, another Raven on the wheel. Perfect. Yeah, this is cool. So now I probably just spend a lot of pack 3 getting lands or really, really good cards. Assimilation Aegis is one of those really, really good cards. I don't have fixing for this. So it's a 3 mana, exile a creature, and then you can equip a creature and have it become a copy of whatever you exiled. I mean, we have 3 good choices here. The Lockpicker, the Robber, and the Barons. How many instants and sorceries do I have right now? 7 total. How many of them are removal? 1, 2-ish, 3, 4-ish. Okay, yeah, Lockpicker's pretty nice. Let's go for the value pickup then. Damn, we would have had 3 green blades. Oh, lordy, I'm getting kind of pained here. Treasure is okay. I don't think that's what we want. We don't need to take this Raven. They've all been wheeling. Might just take another bounce spell. What's my creature count? 13 right now. Honestly, I'm just hoping to get lands. Like, Shoot the Sheriff is totally fine. It's at its best versus the green decks. So. Like, straight up, I would not mind just getting deserts for the rest of this draft. Oh, well, Brigand's really, really good. Another Pitiless Courage, yeah. This is another perfect one for the crime deck. So what's the cut right now? Probably Harrier Strix. It's a one-time crime activation, and the loot's okay, but not amazing. Tiny Bones joins up. This card's bad, right? It's a 1-mana way to... It's a 1-mana discard for your opponent, which is also a crime, I guess. God, where did the deserts go? I know I'm going to regret not having taken any of those off-color ones. How many cards care about crimes? 1, 2... Oh, there's another Intimidation campaign. Oh, man! Crackle with power! Double Intimidation campaign's absolutely busted, though. This is a good deck. 3 Intimidation campaigns. God, those deserts, man. So sick. We wield the Rictus Robber, too? That really sucks, only having 1 desert. Kind of upset with myself. But we have a ton of other ways, so... Big Flyer could be okay. I need to cut a bunch of cards here. Yeah, I think the Newt's a definite cut. It's just not good. I think the Assassin can probably be cut if we really wanted to. I guess the Djinn doesn't have synergy. Muscle's just okay. It's like a big dude, but I don't think this deck needs big dudes. This deck is going to be a bunch of pokes, right? With like the triple Raven, triple Intimidation campaign. Yeah, I don't need Seize the Secrets with 3 campaigns. This deck's really cool. Can probably shave one of the Bloodseekers. I'm debating if we want to have 3 Fordings. Again, they're really nice with the triple campaign. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ways to crime. 13 ways to enact a crime. That's pretty good. I suppose I could run 16 land. I'll just cut one of the Fordings. With triple campaign, having more land is not necessarily bad, right? Cool. All right. Archetype I haven't done before. Blue-black crimes. This looks like a fun one. Let's give this baby a shot. All right. We're on the play. We don't have a 2-drop creature, but we have turn 2 miscalculation. And then Brigand hopefully can start drawing us a bunch of cards. Oh, or we have Raven on turn 2. The interference will still be good in the game later on. It's not like I need to counter on turn 2. There's the campaign. I don't mind taking 2 damage. They might not have anything, but I don't want to lose the Brigand. Put a creature. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I don't want to fall too far behind. We'll drain. We'll tuck. We'll get to draw a card, attack for 2. Kind of want to just make some land drops here. Pass. Okay, let's go to combat. I could have played the land first to maybe get a 2/2, but I think if we do counter something here, like the 4-mana spell, not that one, I meant the other one, we would rather counter and still like campaign or lockpicker. I don't care about not making a bird. Yeah, let's get the lockpicker online. That is really bad for our opponent because we have the lockpicker with the bounce in our graveyard already, so we're gonna go like this, campaign, lockpicker, the bounce. Bounce their prairie dog. Trigger, trigger. Attack for 2, draw another card. Yeah, kind of goat here. Could have also just played Rope Master out, but... Oh, we are intimidating. Sure, I'll take 3. Sack it, draw 2 cards, you got me. Flame Jumper, they do get to find 1 planes with that. Desert's due for -2, -2. Sure. The reverse Desert's due. Play out our Nathan. We might just have lethal next turn. All the triggers. Well, they need to find something here, otherwise they're dead. Nice. Woo! And that was a pretty good showcase of blue-black crimes, I guess. probably just end this video here and not play anymore because we already peaked, but I guess we can keep going. Yeah, I need a mulligan hand with no blue in it, I think. That looks quite good. The Bloodseeker's good with the Mourner's Surprise, but it's not like we actually have that many good creatures to mill. This is just more of a value card in our deck. So I think I'm going to keep these two creatures instead. Turn 2, 3, 3. Oh, Jolene attacking me for 3? Yeah, I need to find some lands here. That's a problem. For some reason, I always think Jolene has haste. Maybe that's because my opponents always have the cactus with her. Yeah, opponent has probably one of the best starts they can have, I imagine. Turn 2, 3, 3, turn 3, Jolene. Attack. Yep, I have a feeling this is going to be a game where we fall too far behind and are not able to get our value going. Oof. How about that? Turn 4, they have 3 4-power creatures. Alright, well, we got absolutely bonked there. That was a kind of insane red-green draw. What a beating. My small blue-black creatures had no hope. This is not a great hand, but I'll keep it. We're going to want to hold the springs for a crime. Let's hope this doesn't get countered, but even if it does, we have a few others left. I think they have a Fjording in their hand, too. Oh, okay. Well, our opponent missed a couple land drops, and I think they just didn't want to play. That is Magic Baby sometimes. Yeah, quick 2-in-1 start here. And, oh man, this is a very good opening hand, huh? Whenever you commit a crime, put a 1/1 counter on Lazav. Then you can exile a card from a graveyard. Okay. Tiny Bones! What do they get to do with this? Cast? I'm just gonna kill that off right now. I could let it sit on the battlefield, but I'm gonna go Brigand next turn anyways, so... Colic Ranch blue. Or black, rather. Oh man, whenever you get to hit with a nimble Brigand like this, it just feels like you can't lose. How do we want to play this then? I guess I'm just gonna apply the pressure while my opponent's not doing anything. So they don't have a Desert's Dew in their hand, because they would have used it on the Brigand, since the ranch is a desert. If this is their best play, the game's basically over. Let's go like this. Let's go... Raven. Bounce the Grizzly. Trigger, trigger. Draw a card. Nice. Oh, I guess I didn't need to exile the creature. In fact, I shouldn't have. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Yeah, this game's over. We're not going to put a 1/1 counter because we get to hold up the counter spell. Yeah, it's GG. Man, 3 games in a row, we didn't really get to play Magic. Lazav goes off. Lazav goes off real hard. Even just getting 1 counter on Lazav, making him a 2/5, is really hard to deal with in this format. Triple Island. No, it's going to be a pass for me. Alright, that hand's good. Let's see here. We're actually going to lose the Duelist. I don't know about that, but I made my decision. Turn 2 Dust Animus. I really need to find a land next turn. Another game where players are missing land drops. Oh, there they go. Kill one of the birds off, sure. Wow. Ugh. Good beats. There it is. Brigand online and hope to start drawing some extra cards. And a Mystical Tether. We can bounce non-creature permanents, notably. I don't think I need to hold up the counter here. Alright, they're going to plot their Animus. Get around Indestructible with Consuming Ashes. And actually, this is considered a 2-drop, so we're going to be able to get the value Surveil as well. Actually, 4/4 bounce. It's probably fine. We're hoping there's a land underneath the bounce. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to Mourner Surprise our second Ravenback. Because these just kind of go off with the drains, and we have 2 good pieces of interaction. Drawing another one next turn as well. see if they activate. If they don't activate, I'm still going to do the bouncing. Double equip triggers. That's funny. Double crime. And for 3, we have lethal next turn. That ain't gonna cut it. They're dead on board effectively. I have 3 damage between the 2 ravens and the pump, and they know I have Intimidation Campaign in my hand. If they have the double strike card, I take 14, but that's not 16. Alright, nice, let's go. Yeah, the Ravens just, drain, 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 drain. Kinda does pretty well, huh? 4-1 now. We have certainly had some non-games, but at least that last one was fine. I'ma keep it. We have a pseudo-crime in hand, but that's not the crime we're looking for. Oh, I guess I have 2 crimes, the Soured Springs, but, well, can't actually get value out of that. Triggering the Ravens isn't super relevant, but, yeah, if we can find another blue source, then we can duelist plus Springs and get a trigger that way. So I'm going to wait 1 turn on playing the Soured Springs. This is extremely greedy, though. I might have just ruined my curve. Okay, well, I guess Raven Springs is fine. Uh-oh, if they reanimate the Armadillo, we're gonna have a bad time. Green-black value. It's one way to reanimate it back, and they can cast it in 2 turns. Issa? Oh my lord. Well, I guess I'm going to lose, huh? Jeez. Yowza. If they just commit 1 crime this turn, we lose. I mean, even if they just play Armadillo this turn, we're dead. Holy smokes. We have no way to come back from this. And we're dead. They make 2 2/2s, and they turn into 3/3s with Menace because of the Gisa. Yeah, alright. I can just scoop that game up and save a little bit of time. There's 0% chance we're coming back from that. We just don't have a catch-up card. Yeah. Okay. A lot of non-games here. We've had like 1 or 2 good games, but that was a good game for my opponent, I'll put it that way. They absolutely dominated me. This is a pretty nice hand. Do we want to lead on... I guess I might actually want to lead on Duelist if I... Yeah, in case we miss land drops. Because if I lead on Duelist and then mill my opponent, I get to loot, right? So even though I lose value by not milling myself, especially since I have a lockpicker already in my hand, if I miss a land next turn, we get 1 more chance at finding it. Oh, I mean, also, the loot kind of gives us value. Looting away, like, my jailbreak scheme for the lockpicker later on is not bad. Okay, well, we found the land. Let's just go like this, then. Raven, Springs, Trigger, Trigger. And now we can just discard the lifelinker. Good. Alright, that was pretty nice. Lose on a little bit of intimidation campaign value since the Springs with it would have been good, but... no complaints there. Fine Raider. It's another lovely draw. Just gonna pump up our duelist. Yeah, it's going well. Foretell? Not foretell. Plot to kill the bird. You got it. Attack. So I just attack for 1 and pass. Charger. Sharpshooter. Alright. Yeah, let's consume the reach creature. Loot. I guess I'm going to discard the scheme since we have the lockpicker. And I'm actually okay keeping one of the lands. Campaign. Draw. I'm going to go ahead and get in for 1 extra point of damage and bounce. Now we don't need the excess land. Raven's great. Yeah, literal peck damage here, but it's working. I'm not going to block the 2/2 anymore. There's no need. We can just race them very easily. We're hoping they go for a tap-out play here. But if they don't, I can just make a 2/2 at end of turn. Okay, we can counter that. see, do I have lethal somehow? I'm very close if I don't, right? One, two. Jailbreak scheme. 3, 4, 5. No, am I one short? Jailbreak scheme. 1/1 counter and can't be. No, that doesn't work. Failed short. Wait, does jailbreak scheme work? Tuck. 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage. Oh, I think I'm a little bit short of killing them, aren't I? Consume doesn't win. I can put him to 1, I think. I think I can put him to 1. So I guess I'll just attack for 2 and pass. Oh man, I must have messed this game up somewhere. Definitely must have messed up somewhere. Tough. Okay. Good beats. Oh wait, that doesn't kill us, does it? As they say, 1 is not 0. Sheesh. Oof. Well, I thought I messed up, but I probably still did mess up, but we were able to pull that one out. Could have definitely played that better, but we'll take it. And we're up to 5 and 2. Keep it going. Alright. Wardrobe change, but we're back. That hand looks pretty good. I forget, was there much reason for me to mill myself with this deck? I have 1 recursion spell, is that right? I mean, I guess that still makes it worth it. Lost an intimidation campaign and my recursion spell. Okay, well, that sucks, but it is what it is. What's playing? 3-ish plus colors. Let's go with Rictus Robber plotted here. We have the Desert's Dune for at least -2/-2 currently. Oh, that's a problem. Alright. Well, let's attack in and see if they block. That'll work out very nicely for us then. -2/-2. Eat it. Rictus Robber. Land plus hold up. Bounce spell looks fantastic. Destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. Yeah, I think that's worth bouncing my own creature for. I think we're just going to plot again. Excuse me? Consume the ashes, my 2/2, huh? Okay. Man, I kind of want to just run out of 4/4, but I guess we can start draining and getting some value. Maybe hope to hit some crows or something. Oh, that's pretty good. Man, there's big temptation to run out the robber, but I think we're going to go for the full value. Next turn, we go like Lazov into Shoot the Sheriff, into Rictus Robber, bounce the campaign as well. Green has a lot of good targets for Shoot the Sheriff, thankfully. Buried in the Garden is not one of them. They're going to eat my token? Sure. Surprise, get back their mercenary. Alright, so Shoot the Sheriff, not actually going to do anything here. Just go Lazov and pass. That thing is a 6-7, soon to possibly be 7-8. Okay, no more deserts. Unless they just want to tap out for like a 5. Griff, that is one that we can kill with the Shoot the Sheriff. We're going to want to do that on our turn for the Rictus Robber. Okay, that's great. So we can go Raven. Shoot. All the triggers. Turn it into a flyer for the turn. Robber. Beautiful. Great turn. And we can copy the Dawn Hippogriff the next time with Lazov. Alright, no blocks. Show me your worst. They could have a, like a take up the shield lifelink? No. Paladin gained some life, that's fine. I mean, we're just gonna bounce their green blade, right? Copy their flyer now. Actually, we can hit them for an extra 1 point of damage by saddling it, funny enough. And with them at 2 life, this intimidation campaign is looking pretty bad. Oh, okay, that's really good. I can't fight the Lazov anymore. They go back up to 5 and they kill the Raven, which is unfortunate. But now if I draw another way to crime, I can copy my own Raven. That's a pretty good way to do so. So we go Duelist. Consume the 3-drop trigger. Copy my flyer. Garbage. And they know I have the campaign still in hand. Hey! Okay, well, that stops them from dying to campaign, but dead on board otherwise still. Alright, that was a nice game. We really did crime them out, didn't we? Now we're 6-2. Alright, trophy time. Alright, let's see if blue can get it done. We're on the draw, and the hand's a bit slow. It's gonna be a keeper, but it's a slow keeper. Hopefully our opponent is also more on a grindy deck, where the double intimidation campaign can do a bunch. Tomb Trawler. That does, in fact, feel like they might be on a slower, grindier deck. Oh, did they just miss land drops? That's no fun. Maybe they miscalc here, maybe? Sure. Remember, we have a bunch of campaigns, so not the biggest deal. But the best part about this is they're not pressuring me. cow, maybe? Oh, cycle. Nice. I'm going to lead on Lazov first. And then Raven after the fact. Oh, I guess actually maybe I'm supposed to lead on Raven. I feel like I'd rather have the Raven resolve, but I have the Mourner's Surprise in my hand to bring either of them back if they get countered anyways. Oh, sure, that's fine. So I'll have to pay for that, 2 for that on a later turn while the Interruptor's still on the battlefield. The Mill Desperado. I think we actually want to just get rid of that thing. I don't want to take the chances, because we could very easily get milled out. And I think that's just double value mill, right? Well, that's another nice one. Let's see. 3/3 Flying Vigilance at the beginning of your end step. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand, draw a card. More campaigns aren't actually what I want right now. This has Vigilance too. You know what? I'm going to go with a little bit of greed and lead on to Intimidation campaign. That is a human scout, not a outlaw. That was a perfect draw for us. But yeah, we just really want to draw lands with this hand. We have so much value. I'm not going to be attacking with my Raven this turn. Sure. That's fine. We do not care about that. They're just putting them on suspend effectively. Sphinx is nice. I think we just want to keep draining them. I'm going to go Raven this turn into... put their Interrupter on top. That's going to bounce the campaign and let me cast the other 2 in plot for free now. Nice. Oh, and you know what I can do here? I can actually mill them of their Interrupter and bounce my campaign again. Let's take their counter, I guess, for now. Wow, this is kind of disgusting. You got me. I take 3, back to 19. Let's start campaigning again. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Pass. Oh no, okay. We need to find a way to kill that. The mill out is real. I guess I just attack with all here. We have the rooftop assassin plus counter backup. I have 14 cards in my library right now. Okay, that's fine. Go to damage. Essence capture. The mill's gonna go off. The Sphinx is gonna resolve. Then we can full value counter. Trigger, 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 trigger. Kill their Desperado. Good. Okay. That's pretty good as well. But, I mean, the campaigns are still nice because they keep draining, right? If they have the archive trap, they have the archive trap. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, that doesn't particularly matter. Is that double phantom interference? And they cannot target my graveyard, so they can't ruin my lockpicker. Yeah, they put the muck back on bottom. That's fine. Jace is actually not super relevant right now. We're just doing ignore it and go face for the most part. So we can shoot the sheriff. Oh no, that's a rogue too. No, we can't. We can jailbreak scheme it. That's pretty good. Speaking of. So let's see. We will have lethal with that as well. Alright, good game. Oh, I guess it's just better to fjord it, isn't it? Because that only costs 2 mana. Right? Oh, wait, does that... No, that, yeah. We want to do the cheapest mode here. Nice, let's go, baby. Okay, and that, my friends, is a delicious 7 wins with a blue-black crime deck. So the heater continues. That was a fun one. Triple intimidation campaign, triple Raven. Lots of sick games, lots of non-games, but some good ones in there as well. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.